Guys, my name is Alyssa Cisneros, and today I will be presenting my Week 5 course project. I researched the toxic chemical of fuel oil and how that affects our marine life. Before we dive into this topic, I will need to show you the scenario and why we had to research this topic. So the scenario is residents were seeing some dead fish being washed up on the shore. Now, usually this doesn't raise alarms when it's one to two fish because fish can die through multiple reasons, such as old age, diseases throughout their lifetime, and other things like that. But they were experiencing some sightseeings of greater amounts of fish being washed up on the shore. So they were really curious of if there's any toxic chemicals in the ocean. Rightfully so, because the ocean is mainly used for recreational activities such as swimming, surfing, building sandcastles with your kids, tanning, and there's just a lot of people generally in that area. So we had to research what was going on and what was happening. So, what is this chemical and why is it deadly to fish? So, the chemical that I researched is fuel oil. Fuel oil actually comes from oil spills into the ocean. We have more oil spills now more than ever, I can guarantee it. So, the reason why this is harmful to fish is because they contain a toxic chemical called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAH. When the oil spills into the ocean, it leaves the fish literally no option other than to ingest it or inhale it. So how does it come into contact and what are the effects? Fuel oil comes into the ocean by spilling into the ocean. Once the oil has seeped into the ocean, the fish have inhaled or ingested the toxic chemicals through the gills or lungs. So before the oil, the ocean is how they live, how they breathe, and their way of life. And when the toxic chemical seeps in through the ocean, it gives them zero option to just take it. So what effect does that fuel oil have on fish? So for baby fish and larvae, it's worse for adult fish. So for baby fish and larvae, they basically die. It can lead to fatality. And then for adult fish, it has a long list, but it's equally as bad. It reduces their growth, they enlarge the livers, changes in heart and respiration rates, fin erosion, and reproductive impairment. So, is exposure to fuel bad for humans as well? So, not only is it bad for fish, but since we're around the ocean and since we're around the beach, we have now need to raise a concern for us humans too. So, when humans are exposed to fuel oil in the ocean, they will experience respiratory damage, decreased immunity, and increase in cancer risks and reproductive damage. And these are my citations. So, when we talk about oil spills into the ocean, and there are people advocating for ocean spills or ocean cleanups, this is exactly what we mean. It can be harmful to our marine life, not just the fish. It can be really bad for our fungi, our bacteria, and everything else into the ocean, and it can also affect us, especially around beaches, cruises, and everything else. So oil spills are pretty dramatic, I would say. They're pretty dramatic when it comes to fish deaths and how it causes the fish to die, and it can also be an increased risk on how humans will die. So we have to make sure that the oil spills don't happen. Um, Oil is actually into the ocean. So there's oil leakages and oil spills. Oil spills are human made. They're by humans, but oil leakages, there's natural oils into the ocean. Please do not get that confused. Natural oils in the ocean, they're not bad. So we know that this chemical, the fuel oil, seeps into the hydrogen and oxygen in the oceans, which is another reason why it's so deadly to fish and humans. We get our oxygen from the ocean, which is also not good for us humans when we talk about oil spills. Thank you for coming to my presentation. I really hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something out of it. I hope you have a happy holidays and stay safe.